How many of you have heard, it's not what you know, it's who you know? As women, many of us are struggling with using our networks to land better paying jobs. No one has shown us how to do that. No one showed me. I have the privilege of coaching over 100 corporate women and helping them land better paying jobs. Today, I'm going to show you how we can do that. First, let's start with the clickety-clack-clack sound my heels made when I went to my internship. I had my brief bag hanging from my left shoulder and was ready to change my community as a policy advisor. 10 minutes before 10 a.m., Outlook popped up with a reminder. The Human Trafficking Committee was meeting soon. This meeting was with individuals in law enforcement, politicians, advocates, and survivors. I wasn't just an intern. I was part of the team with real responsibilities. In a meeting with my manager, he shared an update about my progress. Then he looked at me. You won't believe the words that came out of my mouth. I can do your job. I really believed that and still do. He affirmed me. Clearly, we both knew I was going places. 5 years later, I stopped believing I could get whatever job I wanted. Can you imagine waking up, applying for jobs, eating breakfast, applying for jobs, eating dinner, applying for jobs, and going to bed thinking about applying for jobs? Then repeat. Depending on the position and my mental health, sometimes I wrote a cover letter and tailored my resume to the position I was applying for. Other times, I just applied. This shouldn't be that hard. I had enough. I had applied to 50 positions and almost depleted my savings. I was concerned about my future, as anyone would be. Would I land a job? Within the next few days, I had applied to 100 more positions. Nothing. And then I think of a former male colleague who got the job because his dad was buddies with a manager. See, growing up, I was taught, go to college and get a good job. That seemed like a lie. I was a college graduate, worked for several politicians, raised millions of dollars for nonprofits, and so on. I was that girl. So how could someone like me not land a better paying job or one at all? And like so many women in my shoes, we start to wonder if it is our resume, questioning our skills, and believing the job market is competitive. Can I tell you something that may surprise you? I do not believe in a competitive job market. Networking and being connected to someone who knows someone will always land us a job quicker than submitting an application. See, we all know the guys go to the golf course and make deals and land better paying jobs. What about you and me? That was the missing piece for me, the golf course. Not the one you were thinking though, because I'm not playing golf. Finally, I said, no more submitting applications and waiting for the hiring manager to get back to me. I just discovered something that changed my life and the lives of the women I coach. I saw a position I really wanted. Right away, I emailed the hiring manager requesting a meeting. Because why not? It was time for the hiring manager to get to know me before the other applicants. In 2016, LinkedIn shared a report that stated 85% of jobs are filled through networking. If the hiring manager and I met for just 20 minutes, he would get to know me. In my family's red dining room, I jumped up and down giving thanks as I read his email. We are meeting, I yelled to myself. And I was so thankful because I knew that women must request an informational interview before she ever applies for a job. Courtney, a former client of mine, had applied to over 200 positions before she met me. She was frustrated and didn't know what she was doing wrong. That took me back to when I was in her shoes. According to a 2022 report from the Pew Research Center, women in the U.S. earned an average of 82% of what men earned in comparable roles. Wow, we are being overlooked. This isn't okay. We deserve to earn just as much and maybe more than our male counterparts. If you agree, say yes, yes. Together, you and I are going to create your golf course experience by requesting an informational interview. I've met several women who didn't feel comfortable requesting an informational interview. I get it. Putting ourselves out there can be so challenging. However, we cannot afford to sit around and wait. Think about Chad on your team, who got the job because he knew somebody. FYI, I have never worked with a Chad, and this is not a diss to the Chads in the world. Hey, Chad. But like I said, we can't afford to sit around and wait and hope and pray that a hiring manager gets back to us. You'll be waiting, applying to 150 plus positions, and hiring someone to revamp your resume for the 5th time. I always cringe internally when a woman tells me she hired someone to redo her resume. I am here to tell you, it is not your resume. It is a lack of networking. Remember that. Who you know. Here's how you prepare for an informational interview. Come prepared with 3 to 5 questions you want to ask the hiring manager. Here are 3 really good questions you can ask. They have been tested by my clients for you. Make sure you have your pen and paper ready. And the best questions are, question number 1. What is your favorite thing about the office and company culture? What is your favorite thing about the office and company culture? This question is so important. We spend so much time working. We want to make sure we accept a role in a life-giving environment. No more toxic workplaces or ignoring red flags. Question number 2. What are your goals for the team in the next 5 years? What are your goals for the team in the next 5 years? Most of the time when I talk to women, they are interested in career growth. This isn't the time to directly ask about career growth. The hiring manager is focused on filling the position that is posted. Instead, ask them about their goals for the team. You have an understanding if there is room to grow. You ask without really asking. You are that girl. And the final question, question number 3. What does the first 6 months end success look like in this role? What does the first 6 months end success look like in this role? I love this question for so many reasons. You will have a clear understanding if the hiring manager has a plan to ensure you are onboarded and given the tools needed to succeed. Also, you'll know what your first 6 months look like. The informational interview will help you make an informed decision about whether the job is for you or not. During the informational interview, take good notes. Make sure you use that information in your application materials. You want to make it clear to the hiring manager that you can do the job. You are a cultural fit, and you are excited to join the team. After one of Courtney's informational interviews, she shared, Natalie, Janine, I cannot believe I'm receiving callbacks. One hiring manager said, I look forward to reviewing your application. She went from rejection after rejection to a hiring manager from an informational interview offering her the job. When you see a position you are interested in, email the hiring manager immediately. Sis, it is your time to land a better paying job. Go get them. Thank you.